It has come to my motherfucking goddamn gay attention that people are using Ozepic, a diabetical medication, to lose weight. Here to report something. Bob from Channel 8.
Reporting live from Spirit Squad Worldwide. Bob from Channel 8.
Bob.
Bob.
Are you ready, Bob?
I'm ready. Ozepic for weight loss. Does it work? And what do experts recommend? About 42% of American adults are obese. Lord Jesus.
This is only for the ratchet people. Oh, my mama. Oh, my hood. I look fly. I look good. Somebody say I.
In my personal opinion, I think people look great regardless of what they classify as obese or not. Live in your truth.
Bob, ain't nobody give you that much leeway.
My apologies. About 42% of American adults are obese, according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, the CDC. For years, people have been trying all sorts of methods and medications in search of the perfect weight loss solution. A new trend has been getting a lot of attention. People using the diabetes drug Ozepic for weight loss. But what does the research say about this use of the drug? Do health experts recommend Ozepic for weight loss purposes? Our experts answer these questions. But for now, Bootz will read it. Reporting live, Bob from Channel 8.
Reporting live from Spirit Squad Worldwide. Bob from Channel 8. Bob.
I don't know who is in Bob's fan club, but if you are, give me a white bald man emoji in the comment section. That's the way I envision Bob in my mind. Okay? I envision Bob being a bald white man who really, really hates his job but shows up every day because he needs to make a motherfucking coin. So give me bald head white man emojis in the comment section.
Bald-headed demon. Show some respect.
That's how I see Bob in my head. But ever since 2024 hit, Bob is doing a great job. So whoever's in Bob's fan club, every time Bob comes up, that's what we're going to do. Okay, I initially heard about Ozepic because there was a rumor going around about our girl Tiffany Pollard. You know, she was a ghost for a little minute, and then she pops up on House of Villains on TV One. But prior to that debut, she posted a picture, and everybody was like, "Oh my God, are you okay?" You know what I'm saying? I mean, I think people were more concerned about anything because the last time we saw her, which was a couple of months before she actually posted that, she had a little voluptuousness to her. And then it was just like completely slim thick. And, you know, people were saying, "Stop it!" You know what I'm saying? And all this other mess. But I think Tiffany Pollard looks great regardless of how she appears to us. So that's when I first got wind of this. And then, y'all know, I have a neighbor around here that owns a med spa, and she consistently promotes herself to me. And honestly, sometimes it gets a little bit aggravating, girl. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know, this is my platform. She's probably watching this. I'm gonna say, I don't want to say, you consistently try to sell me on stuff I'm not into, when really and truly sometimes I just want to be a friend. But I was getting the liquid IVs from her and stuff like that, and she brought up Ozepic, and I was like, well, what the hell is that? Are you saying that I'm obese? I need to lose weight? I mean, looking at my older stuff, I feel like I look great with my little belly, to be honest with you, kiddo. I feel like I look fine. But by other people's standards, you know, you want to lose weight, health concerns and all that stuff or whatever. But then she started to explain to me what Ozepic was. And basically, in my opinion, is witchcraft. You put a wand to your stomach and you lose fucking weight. That's the definition of casting. That's the definition of casting, bitch. You know what I'm saying? But you especially on my clients, the celebrity clients that I see, we never really specifically talked about Ozepic, but I can tell that y'all are doing, this is more than plastic surgery at this point, because it's in your face, in your neck. And I feel like, upon me personally, when I see someone lose weight that fast, I feel like something's wrong. I don't know if I'm pre-programmed to think that way, but I be like Adele, for instance. When I saw Adele lose all that weight, I was like, something's wrong with her. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that could be my ignorance or just me being stupid or whatever, but that's the first thing that comes to my mind. What is wrong with this person? Is this person okay? I also want to coincide this with what we find attractive in America. You know, I think that voluptuous women are beautiful. I think that not everybody is designed to be skinny. I think that if you look at lineage, you know, if a certain race of people were given scraps to eat, body weight actually was a saving grace, because you would be going 3 to 4 days without food, still working in a slave plantation or whatever, and your body will start to decompose itself if you weren't that big. And I feel like it's rooted in something other than our opinions about them overeating. I think that you've all met a naturally voluptuous girl, you know. And I feel like with the pressures that we put on women, even men, to appear a certain type of way, got you feeling like, oh my God, like I'm at risk for health concerns, when really and truly that could be the way of the world to make you feel like you aren't fitting into a mold, so that you can spend money to fit into that mold itself. I'm all about what looks right. Adele didn't look right after she lost all that weight to me. Not to mention, you know, singers. Let's talk. Bigger singers have bigger room in their bellies. Therefore, their voices are not shallow, but they can belt. One singer who can do this without having weight gain or loss is Fantasia Barrino. She has a certain depth to her voice, regardless of if she's extra skinny or big, and that's just the way that she's trained. But I will say this, when Adele lost that weight, to me, her voice sounded shallower than what it used to sound like. You know what I'm saying? So there's some gift in that weight. You know what I'm saying? There's something going on in that weight that might be, you know, actually pivotal for vocal performance, you know. And I just look at it, I'm not, you know, I've never done any research, but I look at it from what I hear. And your voice, there's a depth or soul that's there when you eat soul food. You know. Now my thing is this too. If your weight has caused you a concern, again, that was more of my opinion based upon the narrative that has been put forth for us to fit a mold and spend money to get to that mold. That's a powers that be thing. I just got this. Okay. And you guys are giving great examples in the comment section of people that you've seen this happen to. But again, especially with entertainment, the pressure to look a certain type of way, the pressure to appear, the pressure to perform. It's so much pressure that these girls are under. I don't feel like normal people could take it. You know, I don't feel like they can take it. I'm very grateful that people who are in that line of pressure find solace in me. So shout out to all 76 celebrity. I had to drop one of y'all yesterday. All 76 celebrity clients that have re-signed their retainer for me this year. I appreciate you. You know, because I genuinely feel like you're beautiful in the form that you come in. Now, we've all seen like my 800-pound life and stuff like that, where your state of life can be affected by your size, right? In cases like that, I feel like there should be medical measures that are taken, because we want you here. I'd rather you be here fitting a mold healthy than being here 800 pounds and your quality of life is not what it needs to be. You understand? So I try to look at it from both ways, even though I don't go both ways. You know what I'm saying? 600, 800, whatever it is, they got pounds on them. But my whole thing is, I've been persecuted for the way that I look. I've been, you know, talked about from my sexuality to my race to my gender. I hate the fact that people who are beautiful just the way that they are feeling the need to shoot something into their stomach to fit a mold that was created by people who are capitalizing on you monetarily for fitting the mold that they created. That breaks my heart. But inversely, if you have a health concern based upon your weight, I think this could be a good thing. I have questions for Spirit about this. We don't have any professionals that are here, but it looks like J.M. McCrae, Suzanne, says she has a personal testimonial with Ozepic before I actually read this, and I can ask Suzanne some questions. So enters in Bootz Tarot, Suzanne. Hey, Suzanne.
Hey y'all.
How you doing, too?
Good, how are you?
I'm getting there. You know, I've been going through things, Chad, but I just first want to say thank you for participating in the show like you are. You're developing quite the name for yourself, darling, around these parts, and I think people have grown to love you. Your new emoji is not pancakes, it's a teddy bear, because I just want to give you a hug every time you talk. What is your personal experience with Ozepic? You said you could talk about it. Talk to me.
Yeah, I have personally been on Ozepic for
You've
the
been
last...
on it?
Oh yeah. Still on it.
Okay, what's it giving, girl?
Okay. So, I've been obese for a very long time. But I'm also a diabetic. So I started taking the medication for my diabetes because it was just getting out of control.
Before you continue, define what obese means to you. Is that like the national average of body weight versus tell me what obese is.
Basically, they like take your height, take your weight, and do some divisions, and they give you what's called a BMI, a body mass index. And if that is more than a certain number, you are overweight, obese, or morbidly obese.
Doesn't it
And
feel
baby,
like
I
a
was
negative
morbid.
adjective, though? I mean, I know it's a medical term, but when you say the word "I'm obese," like, I wanted to defend you against yourself. Like, no, you know what I mean? Okay, so the BMIs and the BMI with big meat in them.
That too.
Okay, so you're diabetic and you were prescribed the medication. Continue. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, I was prescribed it. And at first it was just, they start you off at very small doses to kind of see how your body reacts to it. Sometimes people have adverse reactions, like they get cramps or they get not diarrhea, but what's the other? Constipation. So like they had to keep increasing my dose because I'm like, I don't feel nothing.
What are you supposed to feel? Like, are you supposed to?
So basically, it does a couple things, right? It helps to lower your blood sugar. It stops your food cravings. So it basically takes your appetite.
Okay.
And then it slows your food's digestion. So you don't, like, once you eat, the food stays there, but so you stay full longer.
Got you. Okay, and that methodology essentially over time would assist in weight loss,
right?
Correct. Now, originally it was prescribed for people that have diabetes. In your personal opinion, to use it for weight loss, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
So the company that makes Ozepic makes another medicine, right? And they're the same formula, but what happened was people with diabetes weren't able to get their medicine because they kept running out. So they literally made the same drug, put it up under a different name.
Okay.
And people can go there to get prescribed for weight loss.
So before it became publicized that it is a mass weight loss situation, people were using it for that and then taking away from people who actually need insulin.
Right.
Well, that's kind of fucked
up. So then they started making more, right? And so now it's so crazy. And like I even like came to you and like I think it was like a text message reading. And I was like, why ain't the medicine working no more?
Yeah. And I said it was a tolerance thing. You built
you told me my
Yeah.
So like,
so hold on.
When I was
moment of silence for the receipt.
Moment of
Okay, proceed.
So yeah, I lost about 50 pounds on it.
Damn.
So it's very, but I have a lot of weight to lose.
Okay.
The reason why a lot of people look really strange is because they lose the weight really fast.
Right? Does
And
it affect
so,
your skin? Like, is your skin hanging and stuff? Because Kelly Clarkson, she's clearly on that Ozempic, and her face is still plus size, and her body is not. And I mean, look, if you look at Deja on Mark and Kelly, same thing. Like her head is the same size, but her body is slim thick, like slim down. Like
yeah,
so. Okay, so like it's not like getting a weight loss surgery and the skin is shown. Do you have to get your skin done after this or what?
I will in the
Okay,
end.
so you personally experienced this, so you do
Yeah,
have the skin situation going on.
yeah.
How fast did you lose that weight?
Mine was, so I was losing maybe 3 or 4 pounds a week.
Damn. And
Um,
I have to scale this for everybody. My mother is currently on a diet and a workout regimen, and she's losing about a pound a week, 1 pound a week. So that's like double, triple
yeah. It,
in certain circumstances. Okay.
and it works. But at the same time, I ran out. Like, the pharmacies all ran out. So when I actually ran out, the weight started.
Coming right back?
Baby, listen, you go from not wanting to eat, like I was literally eating maybe a half a meal a day and going about my business. Baby, you get off of it. I was eating cans, napkins, lotion bottles. I was
Okay.
so
So it's
hungry.
so I don't know if you guys have seen American Horror Stories. By the way, I don't know where American Horror Story Delicate is, but y'all need to bring that shit back like ASAP. Okay, the writer's been off strike. I don't know what the fuck your problem is. Whatever that man name is, Ryan. Anyway, it's like the tapeworm episode where the girl, like, when she
I saw that
expunged
one.
the tapeworm, everything came flush and
That's what
back, bitch. Like,
I
so
thought about.
it's like that. So I'm trying to think, like, does that mean if you stop taking it, stop shooting yourself in the stomach, this is the case? Or are you going to just have to have discipline and eat the same as you was when you was actually on it?
You got, what worked for me is that when I started doing it, I started incorporating like walking a couple miles every day.
Okay.
And eating better.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Now you're supposed to, after that, continue, whatever.
Yeah.
But if you don't, like, it's just gonna come back.
Is it
like,
easily transitionable from, like, if you're on Ozepic the next day you can be on another insulin medication, or do they suggest like a tapering process? Or
I suggest tapering, because when I went off cold turkey because they were out, like that next day I was hungry.
I'm learning about these medications because I just got my antidepressant cold turkey, and bitch, I mean, I put on a good show, right? But behind the scenes, I am like shaking, convulsing. It's something. These drugs are literally designed to keep you paying for them for the rest of your fucking life.
And it's expensive. It's like $1,300 a month.
What?
Like, it is an expensive drug to take. Now, with insurance, a lot of insurances help to pay the bulk of that, so you only end up paying like maybe $50 or $75.
Oh, okay.
But,
yeah.
Like, when my insurance changed over, it was like $1,300, baby.
Right. Dang. Just to stay alive.
Just to stay.
And do you think that has a lot to do with the demand of the product right now because it is used for weight loss instead?
I think
so. Okay, so I guess
so.
The questions I would have for Spirit would just be the safety long term of this situation.
Yeah.
Like, is it going to have any like adverse side effects down the line or something of this nature? And I'll compare this to the cigarette journey. When cigarettes first came out, they didn't know it was going to be harmful. They didn't know it was going to cause cancer or anything like that.
Everybody
you could smoke anywhere. You could smoke in the club. You could smoke in the restaurant.
On the airplane.
Smoke in the airplane, bitch. You can smoke. I mean, everywhere. And now that they've discovered this over time, then they're, trying to rectify the issue with advertisements and stuff like that. I wonder if we're going to have like an advertisement with Vivica A. Fox, right? That says like, if you've used Ozepic.
You know she'll do it.
You know she's going to do it. She going to do it just like that car shit.
Yeah.
If you or a loved one have taken Ozepic in the years of 2020 to 2030, then you might want to call this number. You could be entitled to some money. Okay, bitch. Jason, it's always a pleasure. Go ahead and hit and call. Everybody say bye, Suzanne, with some teddy bear emojis.
Bye.
Oh, I love my Suzanne. Y'all really do. And I love how our connection is growing very coyly in depth based upon his participation in the show. Okay, so without further ado, I just have a couple of questions about Ozempic. If y'all have questions about it, go ahead and drop in the comment section. But it's time to read this shit. Spirit, is it okay for me to read Ozempic? That's saying no. Why now? I can't read it. Father Omen shows up upright. Is metaphysically protected? So this is a warning on the outside of this energy. It's basically suggesting that it could be either protected or there could literally be some metaphysical influence of this drug, which is not surprising to me. I mean, witches are everywhere. We're just behind the scenes. I'm just one that is far too loud, darling. If I proceed, will I be safe? The She-Book Tarot card shows up upright. I will be. Do I owe tribute to the force that governs Ozepic? Oh, God, yes. I got you covered during my castings this weekend, Spirit. Let me get some cards on the table. My biggest question is Ozepic going to have any long-term health effects for people that are taking it for weight loss? It's just fucked up. The answer is yes, and they know about it. The answer is yes, and the powers that be know about it because they're going to prescribe you something else that's going to cost money to get off it or tailor the withdrawal symptoms. The time frame I'm getting on this is 4 years post doing the drug. The number 4 is here. Is this 4 years or is this like a year number, Spirit? Oh no, this is saying that some people can start to experience adverse health effects 4 years after taking the product. So basically, it plants a seed for another problem that will also be tailored by the pharmaceutical companies. That's fucked up. Now I understand why I pulled Bryson. Because, and I understand why my spirit God said I'll be okay, because people need to know this, okay? From a spiritual standpoint, this is poison. This is poison for a desired result. Now, let me ask a question. If you're taking it for the proper usage, diabetes medication, do you have any adverse health effects? No, that is what it was intended for. It was then repurposed for weight loss when they discovered that weight loss was a severe side effect. Okay, so just like any spell casting, your intention has to be in place. If your intention is to lose weight with it, you might experience some adverse health effects trying by the number 4. If you're doing this for diabetes, I think you're going to be right in the clear with what you're supposed to do. I think this we're experiencing a repurposing, and then it's funny because the advertising surrounding Ozempic started to change. I mean, you turn on the TV, bitch. I wouldn't be surprised if Ozempic got a Super Bowl commercial and this motherfucker got him get shade. Okay. Is this going to be life health or what will be the health concerns? Maxine shows up upright. Thin blood. Okay. The reason I said that is because, as you can see, there is blood on the name title of the Maxine Tarot card. And I paid attention to this image, and it looks like her hair is fucking thin in that part of the card. And yeah, all of that registers in my mind in 2 seconds because I'm the best. This could deal with your blood. This could deal with something adverse happening with your blood. Any other situations? The Marvel Tarot card shows up upright. Salvation, like salivation. You could have a watery or dry mouth involved with these adverse health concerns. The Light Fae Tarot card shows up upright. Fatigue, seizures, anything like this can manifest itself, or lucid dreams and nightmares can occur too. All of this together is alluding to a heightened sense of anxiety and or stress, and we all know that stress can actually kill yourself. Is there something that can be done to prevent these adverse health effects? The Spirit Tarot card shows up upright. I mean, we're talking to my tarot deck. It's gonna say craft or casting. That would be the remedy. Staying prayed up, quote unquote, would be the remedy. But I'll take it a step further. Binding that motherfucking medication to what it's supposed to be used for when you get it. Yes, you can cast on medication. Yes, you can. Medication all stems from herbs, and herbs were given to men for casting. If you believe in these type of things, this is saying protect your spirit and you will be fine. Damn, that was actually a pretty good segment, if I do say so myself. What you think?